Good afternoon from Paul J. Uthier Fieldhouse on the campus of Chisholm High School. Squirtle's coverage of the 54th annual Wheat Capital Basketball Tournament gets underway in its semifinal Friday night. I'm Tom Nelson with Michael Swisher, and this should be a fun one. We got 4 games coming your way. Girls action coming up just around the corner. Features Michael's team that he covers all year long, the Kingfisher Lady Jackets, as they will take on the Woodward Lady Boomers. Later on, what is set, well, that was set for a 3:20 start. It's well after 3:20, 4 o'clock. We're running about 40 minutes late. But the next game coming up on the boys' side, John Marshall and Alva. And our final 2 tonight, the girls' side, Jones and Alva. And later on tonight, Kingfisher versus Sunrise Christian Academy out of Wichita, Kansas. But it has been a fun day so far. We've got some great consolation action for you. We'll go back and check those scores for you really quick. The first game this morning on the girls' side at 10 a.m., Perry, no trouble with John Marshall by a final score of 66-36. Our first boys game at 11:20, Jones edged the home team Chisholm 46-42. The second consolation girls game, a 12:40 game, was a win for Sunrise Christian Academy over the home team Chisholm 49-32. And the game just completed was a pretty good one. The Woodward boys knocked off Perry 62-53, which sets the scene for Woodward and Kingfisher, followed by John Marshall and Alva. On the boys' side, Jones and Alva. On the girls' side, then Kingfisher and Sunrise a little later on. Let's go ahead and set the scene for this first ball game. Kingfisher and Woodward. Lady Yellow Jackets are 8-1 coming in. Woodward is 6-2. They both had pretty convincing wins coming into this one. You got a chance to see a lot of the Lady Yellow Jackets so far. They're really putting something together down there, aren't they?
Absolutely. Coach Taylor Young, second year with the program. Of course, took them to state last year, beat Woodward to get to that state tournament here in Enid to make it. We'll talk a little bit about that magical run. Here's the game wears on. But, yeah, this is a team. They lost almost 60% of their scoring off of last year's team. A couple of young ladies who are playing collegiately right now. So they've had to find some different ways to score. They like to get up and down. They like to pressure you, force some turnovers, get the easy buckets, and that's how, for the most part, they've been able to win all but one game this year.
Yeah, Kingfisher's won 7 straight. Their only loss, they lost to 4A number 2 Tuttle, 34-26, and a big part of the year for them was they won the Cleveland tournament earlier this year as well. So they're do well in these tournament formats. That's the situation they're in here tonight. For Woodward, 6-2 the record. They knocked off Chisholm yesterday 57-32. And they were second in their tournament earlier this year, lost to 5A number 5 Glenpool in that championship game. Starting lineup, first of all, for Woodward. Thessaly Pfeiffer's a senior, scored 19 points yesterday in their win over Chisholm. Jocelyn Treese, a junior, scored 9 yesterday. Bailey Douglas Fisher, a sophomore, who had 12. Riley Moore, a junior, who scored 9 yesterday, and senior Avery Edwards scored 4 points. For Kingfisher, Emily Myers had 9 in their win over Sunrise, 73-47. Peyton Walker, a junior, added 13. Addie Matthews led him with 22. She's a junior. Maya Dewberry, a senior, scored 4. And Reagan Snyder, a sophomore, scored 12. So for Woodward, it is Pfeiffer, Treese, Douglas Fisher, Moore, and Edwards. And for Kingfisher, it is Myers, Walker, Matthews, Dewberry, and Snyder. Woodward and Kingfisher, this should be a fun one. Boy, I tell you what, the girls' bracket in this tournament's loaded.
Yeah, one thing I've always liked about the Wheat Capitals, Chisholm has done a fantastic job. You've got your traditional teams. They always do a good job of pulling in 1 or 2 really quality teams. You know, this year, Jones, just like last year, bringing in Jones. They really kind of add to what this tournament has with its traditional teams.
I'll be interested later on tonight seeing the Sunrise Christian Academy boys.
Yeah.
They have 3 programs, 3 teams at Sunrise. They got their junior high, their high school, and then they've got their elite team that competes at a national level. They played for the national championship a year ago. This is not that team. We've got the high school team.
They're playing IMG in Indiana tomorrow.
Exactly. So. But we got some good stories about them. I had a chance to go back and forth with their coach to find out more about their program as we are underway now. The Woodward Lady Boomers in the home uniforms, Kingfisher the road navy blues.
And you'll see the Lady Jackets, they generally start out in a man-to-man. They've done that now, but they do like to switch to a 1-3-1 zone.
Treese misses the three-pointer, and the rebound is corralled, and in transition back the other way comes Addie Matthews, and she travels. First turnover.
She's been their most consistent scorer this season.
So just underway, less than a minute in. Neither team has entered the scoreboard yet. And you see what they're working the zone as they are trying with the matchup going head-to-head, man-to-man. Peyton Walker and Thessaly Pfeiffer, of course, she's their Woodward's best player. Woodward jumps on top 2-0. The ball thrown out of bounds. A couple of early turnovers for Kingfisher.
That's the first time I can recall seeing Kingfisher in a 2-3 this year. They hit that 2-3 zone. So, well, it looks like a box and one.
It's a box and one. Yeah, that's what I noticed the first time. Off the window, crawling off, no good. That shot misses by Riley Moore, and here comes Kingfisher. A couple of early turnovers, looking for a successful trip down the floor this time. Inside, Snyder has it. And back out high, a minute and a half in, Woodward on top 2-0. Three-pointer on the wing. Off the top of the backboard and through, but they'll blow that one dead. Pretty impressive. Good horse shot if you can make it work.
Kingfisher opened the season here. Dewberry got her first start of her career, had an excellent game. They hit, I want to say, 4 3-pointers in that contest.
At the free throw line, Moore goes right side to Edwards. And the throw in the lane is intercepted. Back the other way we come, coming up the floor with it. In the half court was Maya Dewberry. Skip the pass left side, open three for Matthews. Knock it down.
They'll want to find her because she will get a lot of those shots up, and there's Dewberry with the steal right off the pressure there. Anticipated that pass and picked it off.
Second Woodward turnover, three on the left wing is good. Knocked down by Emily Myers. And Kingfisher pushes their lead to 6-2 with 6 straight. 5.5 to play in the first quarter. Driving left side is Douglas Fisher. He's bumped and fouled. Book the foul on Peyton Walker. It's her first. The baseline left throw in for Riley Moore. Ooh, nearly the 5 count. They'll work it in. Crease in the corner, out to the wing, and back out high. Finding Thessaly Pfeiffer. Cut off, dribbles top side. And the skip pass thrown away. So now 3 straight turnovers for Woodward after they got that opening basket. They've given up 6 straight.
And that's the Kingfisher game, forcing those turnovers. Usually it happens out of the press. These have been happening more in half-court sets, but they'll take it, but then they give it right back.
So both teams have 3 turnovers to start. A little sloppy early on. Kingfisher looking for their second ever Wheat Capital Tournament title. They won it back in 2009. Woodward has won one as well back in 2018. This tournament has so much tradition. Past the baseline, tipped out of bounds. It will stay with the Boomers. Woodward opened up the season at Clinton with the win, lost to Weatherford, then in their own tournament beat a then-ranked Guyman team before losing to Glenpool in the championship game 65-47. Beat a 6A school up in Kansas, Dodge City 42-28, the Lady Red Demons. My old stomping grounds. And they came back with another win over Guyman and then their win last night over Chisholm.
Is that statue 10 or 12 feet tall?
Well, you know something? It shrinks every year as I get, it's been now almost 20 years I've been away, so. Pretty soon it will be a depression. Just a big hole in the ground. Banker off the window, no good, a little strong by Douglas Fisher. Back the other way we go. Snyder skips a pass. Out high, 3-point shot. Peyton Walker is good. 3 triples early on for Kingfisher. And they lead 9-2, prompting the timeout by the Lady Boomers. It's a quick one. We'll take a quick break. 4:23 to play in the quarter. Kingfisher by 7. You're watching the Wheat Capital on Squirtle. We'll go and just keep it right here. And Kingfisher off to a nice start. A little sloppy early on, but boy, they've getting the perimeter game working, knocking down the trays.
Yeah, and that's a big part of their game, hitting the threes. we saw there Walker making that most recent one. She doesn't shoot just a ton, but she's very efficient when she does. Sometimes she'll sneak up on you and have 12 points, but and she's also, you said she started out on Woodward's best player. She's she's the one that kind of makes Kingfisher go. Matthews gets a lot of the points, but it's Walker who's kind of the one that makes them go on both ends of the floor. She's their floor general. She never gets tired. Cross-country coach who's watching right now will tell you that's because she runs cross-country this year. But
that tells me all I need to know. If you're running that far, you're a much better person than I am. Runner in the lane off the back iron, a little strong by Pfeiffer. Back the other way we go. Snyder has it, looks left side. There's another open three, and that's spinning out no good. That one misses from Matthews. Halfway through the first quarter, 9-2 Kingfisher. Three-pointers for the Lady Jackets. Now a foul underneath, and free throws are coming for Jocelyn Treese. That is the second foul on Peyton Walker.
Yeah, and that's big because she's going to have to take a seat for just a little bit here. Kaden Doherty is going to check in for her. But as I said, Peyton handles the ball a lot for Kingfisher. She's by far their best ball handler, so we'll see if Woodward tries to attack him defensively with her on the bench.
Well, that made free throw breaks the 9-0 run, so now 9-3 our score after going 1 for 2 at the line. Tom Nelson, Michael Swisher with you from the Wheat Capital Tournament. Glad to have you with us. Next 4 ball games coming your way on Squirtle. And a run through and a steal. There goes Stesley Pfeiffer all the way for the layup, up and good. She's got her first points of the ball game. She scored 19 yesterday. And now 9-5 the score. Into the post, dumping it underneath to a cutting Maya Dewberry, and Dewberry is fouled. She'll go to the free throw line to shoot a couple here. Mark Martin with the indication to the score table. And it will be the first on Briley Douglas Fisher.
Snyder had options there. She probably could have gone up with that shot, but she did see the flashing Dewberry there. Nice pass to her. Dewberry misses her first. Snyder really coming along. She's just a sophomore. You've seen her a couple times grab that rebound and instantly start up the court. If she's your responsibility, you better be ready to run because she is not afraid to take it coast to coast.
Dewberry 1 for 2 at the stripe. They've doubled up Woodward at 10-5. Stesley Pfeiffer holds way out high. Nice ball movement, left elbow jumper rattling out, no good.
Nobody put a body on Douglas Fisher there. She's able to sneak in, but eventually goes out off her hand. But
so we'll tick down under 3 to play in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, Woodward scored the first basket. Kingfisher scored 9 straight. We sit 10-5 here. And a turnover, the 4th now for the Lady Boomer, or for Kingfisher, excuse me. And on the other end, basket up and in by Pfeiffer.
Yeah. Timeout by Coach Taylor Young. She wants to take a 30-second timeout.
We'll take it with them. 2:48 to play in the first quarter. Kingfisher 10, Woodward 7. You're watching it on Squirtle.
Few things bring communities together like high school sports. The passion, the drama, the atmosphere, the tremendous thrill of victory, and the agonizing pain of defeat. There's nothing like it, and nobody in Oklahoma brings you all of that better than Squirtle. So sit back, hold on, and get ready for another thrilling ride because it's time once again for the Squirtle Game of the Week.
Back at Paul J. Uthier Fieldhouse on the campus of Chisholm High School, the 54th annual Wheat Capital Basketball Tournament. First semifinal of semifinal Friday night. Kingfisher and Woodward on the girls' side. Kingfisher leads 10-7. And coming out of the timeout, I thought they were going to throw it away for a second. Ends up in the hands over there of Maya Dewberry. He's kind of hidden by the rail over there for me. And there's a steal by Pfeiffer. Layup up and in.
And here's the issue with Walker on the bench. The Lady Jackets, I think, 3 turnovers since she's gone to the bench?
Yeah, exactly right. 10-9 our score now. Three in the left corner, a little short. And Stesley Pfeiffer with the rebound. 3-on-2 back the other way. Bounce pass underneath. And a foul. Reach in. It's on Emily Myers. That'll be her first. That is team foul number 3. Baseline left throw in by Edwards. Out high to Thessaly Pfeiffer. She'll drive. Kick it right side. They'll reset back out high. Under 2 to play in the first quarter. Douglas Fisher left side. Riley Moore now back out high to Thessaly Pfeiffer. Left baseline to Treese into the post. Is deflected away and picked up underneath by Addie Matthews. That is turnover number 4 for Woodward. Myers in the lane. She's bumped and fouled. Free throws are coming for Emily Myers.
So last year, these two teams met up in the first round of the regional tournament. It was on a Saturday because of the weather. Messed things up. Emily Myers, you see that right knee brace on, tears her ACL against Woodward at Kingfisher. Woodward ended up winning that game and forced Kingfisher the next week to have to win 5 games in 6 days.
I remember
to reach the state tournament.
Yeah, I remember that run they made.
Did that and capped off that magical run, beating Woodward in that area consolation championship game.
2 for 2 at the stripe for Myers. 12-9 the score now. Trap out high. I mean, somebody's open. They'll work it underneath and find Briley Douglas Fisher, who's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. That's a mouthful to say. The hyphenated last name. And the first foul on Reagan Snyder. So Fisher had 12 points yesterday and her first here this afternoon. Love this event. This is a great facility and a great facility for this tournament. You can get in here and make some noise. Crowd gets into it. You're sitting right on top of the action.
Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite gyms, the old horseshoe.
Yep. 12-11 the score. Kingfisher by 1. They led a moment ago 10-5. And a turnover. Number 6 leads to a layup on the other end by Avery Edwards. And another lead change, 13-12. First lead change since 3-2. Kingfisher grabbed that early lead 3-2. Myers loses the basketball.
That's going to be 2 on Snyder now.
And so Reagan. And team foul number 5. So not the 1-and-1 yet. Those 5 fouls. 2 different players have 2 each. Peyton Walker and Reagan Snyder. So 16 seconds to play in the first quarter. Woodward can play for 1 here, leading 13-12. Pfeiffer will hold now, angle right off the screen. 4 seconds, 3, 2. She's trapped. Bounce past baseline. A shot at the buzzer crawls off, no good by Briley Douglas Fisher. We've arrived at the end of the first quarter. Woodward with a 1-point lead, leading 13-12. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Wheat Capital Tournament on Squirtle.
Is your spouse's snoring becoming an issue? Have you been told that you need a sleep study but refuse to go into a sleep lab? Then Next Gen Sleep is here to help with our innovative solution for the evaluation, testing, and treatment of sleep apnea. Next Gen is proud to offer this FDA-approved, convenient, and affordable solution that can be done all from the comfort of your own home. Call today to get started. 405-308-3324 or email us at information@nextgensleep.com.
Kingfisher led 9-2 early on, but Woodward finished the first quarter on an 11-3 run. They lead 13-12. Tom Nelson and Michael Swisher with you from Paul J. Uther Fieldhouse. Starting the second quarter, it'll be Kingfisher basketball in their road blue uniforms. The Lady Boomers, their home whites.
Peyton Walker back out on the floor for the Lady Jackets. She picked up those 2 fouls midway through the first quarter.
They'll want to get that third.
But you saw that they really struggled offensively without her out there.
Exactly right. Got to have her out there. Abby Myers is in the ball game for Kingfisher. Now double team on the baseline. Kaiten Doherty.
Abby checked in for Reagan Snyder when she got her second foul, a freshman, younger sister of Emily Myers.
That is 8 Kingfisher turnovers early on. Pfeiffer across the timeline. Splits the double team, able to shovel it off now left side. Riley Moore skip pass up to Pfeiffer. She'll drill the three. She's good. I've got her with 9 points.
Gave her just enough of an open look there and able to knock it down.
16-12, and now a foul on the right wing. They'll get that one on Douglas Fisher. It'll be her second. Team foul number 3. Walker has it now right side on the wing, finding Myers. And off to Kaiten Doherty. On the near sideline, a foul to reach in against Avery Edwards, her first. A little over a minute into the second quarter. Woodward by 4. They were down at one point 9-2. So you can do the math and figure out it's been a pretty good run for them. They now lead by 4. Now a tie up in the arrow. Will have it go back to Woodward. So another turnover. That's 9.
Yeah, that's been the issue. That's obviously where that run is predicated from. Kingfisher's inability to take care of the ball on the offensive end.
They came out. They got some good looks early on from 3 and knocked him down. It's been a bit of a struggle since then. Senior Pfeiffer across the timeline. Works it near side to Edwards. Back to Pfeiffer left side. She'll take it out near the timeline and reset. Edwards back to Pfeiffer. Tried to run the same play again. That time deflected out of bounds as Emily Myers gets a fingertip on it. Sideline throw in for the Lady Boomers.
See if they don't use that against her. Maybe try something backdoor here in just a minute.
Moore has it. Right elbow finding Treese. Now into the corner. It's Douglas Fisher. Attacking is Douglas Fisher all the way to the cup. She's called for the offensive foul. That'll be her third personal foul.
That's a big one there for the Lady Boomers. That's going to put her on the bench. You got to assume for the final 6 minutes at least here of this second quarter.
Michelle Ibarra will check in for her. Michelle's a sophomore. 6 to play in the first half. Woodward by 4. Kingfisher with the basketball. They've not scored for a while. Open 3 right corner. And they will end that little drought as the triple is knocked down by Addie Matthews. Her second three-pointer. She has 6. It's back to a 1-point game. Yeah, the cat and mouse game with Emily Myers and Thessaly Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer is fouled by Myers this time. No, it might have been away from the ball. Was it on Myers? It is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She caught her with a nice elbow or a shoulder check right there.
Her second team foul, number 6.
She got knocked down to the floor earlier in that possession. I think she's pretty frustrated. Took it out on Pfeiffer.
There you go. Edwards out high with the dribble. Picks up her dribble on the right elbow. Into the corner, tried to find Ibarra. Ball tipped away, right back into the hands of Edwards. and tried to bounce it to a cutting Pfeiffer. The ball tipped out of bounds will stay with Woodward. First of 4 semifinal games. Our first boys semifinal after this one is John Marshall and Alva. Ybarra holds out high, back to Thusly Pfeiffer. Under 5 to play in the first half. To the baseline goes Edwards, pulls up from 10, no good, and the rebound is cleared out of there. And back the other way come the Lady Jackets. Right side, Dewberry has it, and thrown away. In transition, Pfeiffer on the other end. She's in double figures with 11. And we've got a timeout. 18-15 our score. We'll take a break. You're watching the Wheat Capital Tournament on Squirtle.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
The Squirtle crew back with you at Chisholm High School, just north of Enid. Tom Nelson, Michael Swisher, Caden LaFortune, our producer-engineer, Tyler Kerr on the camera tonight, and Adam Dieselhorst is shaking hands and kissing babies. 4:33 to play in the first half. Woodward leads Kingfisher 18-15. And the Lady Jackets come out of the timeout with the basketball going from left to right. Walker has it, playing with her 2 fouls.
Snyder also back in with her 2.
3 in the corner. A little short, that shot missing by Emily Myers. No, take it back, that
was Addie Matthews, I believe.
The bane of my existence, calling girls basketball, is the ponytails.
Blonde hair and ponytails.
Exactly right. Can't see the numbers through them. Bounce pass near side, through traffic goes Edwards. Back over to the right side to the baseline. Treese is cut off and loses the basketball.
And then Myers dribbles it right off her foot, and Coach Young's trying to say that was poked away, but I don't think she's going to change the official's mind.
We got 16 combined turnovers between the two teams here in the first half. Ball was almost tipped and stolen away by Emily Myers. Pfeiffer comes up with it, and she turns it over. Now ahead to Matthews for the layup, up and good. Addie Matthews has 8. Back to a 1-point game. Double team and a tie up, and the arrow gives it back to Kingfisher.
And that's something Abby Myers has been able to come in and do this season off the bench, is kind of give the team a bit of a spark defensively.
We've got another timeout. We'll take it with them. 3:24 to play in the first half. Woodward 18, Kingfisher 17. You're watching the Wheat Capital Basketball Tournament on Squirtle.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
We're talking about Kingfisher's season to start. They opened up with a win at Chisholm and that one loss at Tuttle, but since then a nice run in the Cleveland tournament, beating Metro Christian and Cassia Hall for the championship. Newcastle, Elk City, and Chickasha wins over them followed, and then yesterday's win over Sunrise Christian. That's one of those teams you don't know much about coming in, and Kingfisher took care of business.
Well, they took care of business in the second half. It was really up and down that first quarter, 23-14. It was 40-28 at halftime, and played better defensively second half.
To the basket through traffic. Abby Myers misses the shot. She was bumped a little bit, no whistle, letting him play. And back the other way comes Pfeiffer. Crossover dribble into the lane, off the window a little strong. That would have been a nice finish. She could have. Left side, Matthews has it. And back out high now, finding Peyton Walker. And stolen away. Here comes Pfeiffer. Bounce pass ahead. And Edwards misses the shot, gets her own rebound.
Uncharacteristic turnover there by Walker.
Pfeiffer banks it in. She got 13 in the first half. 20-17. Emily Myers will check in at the next break. Three on the wing. Knock it down. Addie Matthews, 22 yesterday's, and double figures now with 11 in this one. 22. Actually, we're tied at 20. And that is our first tie of the ball game. Had a couple of lead changes, our first tie. And now a foul means free throws coming for Pfeiffer, and that it will be the 17th foul against Kingfisher and the first on Abby Myers.
Abby and Emily, daughters of head football coach Jeff Myers.
Pfeiffer knocks down the first one. She's got 14. And Abby Myers will go to the bench as Emily checks in. 2 for 2. 22-20. Pfeiffer with 15 points. 15 of her team's 22. Three-pointer left side. Matthews again. She's got 14.
You got to find her because she doesn't need a whole lot of time to get the shot off. She likes to set her feet, obviously, but she's really one of the quickest shots in this tournament.
Kingfisher back on top now, 23-22, and a foul out high that will go against Avery Edwards. It'll be her second. Team foul number 6, so Kingfisher will be in the bonus after this. Kingfisher grabbed that lead back, 23-22 with a minute 25 to play in the first half. There's an open three left side, way out there, no good by Reagan Snyder. Here come the Lady Boomers trying to grab that lead back. Pfeiffer in the half court. Near side to Riley Moore. The end of the corner is Edwards. Back to Thessaly. Oh, nice move with the right elbow off the window, a little strong, and here comes Kingfisher. On the run with the dribble comes Matthews. Matthews wants to go coast to coast. Count the basket and one.
She's having a half.
The foul on Riley Moore will be her second. I've got Matthews now with 16 and a chance for one more at the line.
Quite the showdown between she and Pfeiffer. You want to call her Michelle Pfeiffer.
Exactly. Thessaly, that's an interesting first name.
Absolutely.
I don't think I know any Thessalys. We've been watching her in this tournament, though, for a long time, it seems like.
One of those ninth-year seniors.
Exactly right. 26-22 now the score. And Woodward turns it over again. I've got them for 9. 5 of those here in the second quarter. A couple of subs in for Kingfisher. Emily Myers is back in there, as is Peyton Walker. Final 35 seconds. Kind of been a game of runs. Kingfisher with the run in the first quarter. Woodward finished the first quarter strong to grab the lead. And Kingfisher with the lead, the run to get back ahead by 4 now. They'll try to hold for 1. .13 to play. And high to Peyton Walker. Right side open 3. Matthews is fielding it, and she knocks another one down. That'll be the end of the first half. Kingfisher on a 9-2 run to finish the half. lead 29-22, and Addie Matthews scores 20 in the first half. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Wheat Capital Tournament on Squirtle.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve, Cherokee, Woodward, and Enid. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Oklahoma Career Tech's been serving up skills to doers just like you for over 100 years.
But this ain't your great Grammys and Pop Tech school.
Oklahoma's favorite place to learn new skills keeps learning new tricks. Everyone knows the best way to learn is to do it yourself.
Sir, you okay?
Because you shouldn't have to wait to do what you love. Whatever you choose to do you.
Oklahoma Career Tech.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and the Smart Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today or visit gopioneer.com for more information.
Imagine a school creating opportunities for both high school and adult students to gain new skills and certifications. Now, imagine a technology center with over 500 industry partners campus-wide, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma. Now, imagine a community facility and resource that believes business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech. We are Autry Technology Center.
Fairview Jackets take state. Northwest Technology Center supports your quest for a state championship. We are proud to serve your education and training needs. Please contact us at 580-227-3708 in Fairview or 580-327-0344 in Alva. Northwest Technology Center is preparing students for success in education, careers, and life.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture. It's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
Electricity. That's what we've been about since 1936. Since then, Cimarron's mission of bringing electricity to its members has been nothing short of successful. But over the years, it's become more than that. It's about powering our neighbors' heating in the winter, keeping the lights on at the ball field, and keeping your phones charged to capture those special moments. We are proud to be part of your community. Thank you for being part of Cimarron for all of these years.
When you're in the market for a new truck, what typically goes through your mind? Hi, it's John Johnson at Johnson's of Kingfisher. Is it make, the model, and from where? The Ram 1500s and 2500s are outstanding trucks, so it might just be the dealership you choose. At Johnson's of Kingfisher, our auto family has been providing Oklahoma families with quality trucks and great customer service for more than 90 years. Not many dealerships can say that. Come meet our family and take advantage of the great pricing on new Ram 1500s and 2500s during the Ram Power Days at Johnson's of Kingfisher.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com. The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Is your spouse's snoring becoming an issue? Have you been told that you need a sleep study but refuse to go into a sleep lab? Then Next Gen Sleep is here to help with our innovative solution for the evaluation, testing, and treatment of sleep apnea. Next Gen is proud to offer this FDA-approved, convenient, and affordable solution that can be done all from the comfort of your own home. Call today to get started. 405-308-3324 or email us at information@nextgensleep.com.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve, Cherokee, Woodward, and Enid. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Well, it was a game of runs in that first half, and Kingfisher finished off the first half on a 9-0 run. They lead 29-22. Scoring in the first half for Woodward, they were led by Thessaly Pfeiffer with 15 points. Briley Douglas Fisher added 4. Avery Edwards with 2 points in the contest. For Kingfisher, let's see, one more person needed to score. Nope, that was right, okay. And for Kingfisher, they were led by Addie Matthews. 20 points, 5 3-pointers, 17 of those 20 in the second quarter. On down the line, Emily Myers with 5 points. Peyton Walker with 3. Maya Dewberry has 1 point. And that's your scoring for Kingfisher. But boy, Addie Matthews, 5 triples in that first half.
Yep.
She has 20 in the first half. What's her season high?
Well, I want to say, don't put me on the spot, yeah. Tom. I mean, I think she scored more than 22, which is what she scored yesterday. Yeah. But she has that ability. As I said it when the game started. She's the one that they look to for the scoring. They're going to get her the open look. She doesn't need a lot of time to get her shot off. And if she gets hot, you see what happens. When we were talking Pfeiffer. And then all of a sudden, she steals the show towards the end of the first half.
Yeah, 17 of 20 in the second quarter. 17 of her 20. So Woodward the basketball to start. They go from left to right here in quarter number 3, trailing 29-22. Pfeiffer has it left side. The baseline. Dumps it left elbow. Finding Riley Moore. Ball loose now. And a turnover. Nope. Woodward keeps it. Lob underneath. There's your turnover as the ball goes sailing over Pfeiffer's head out of bounds. Bad pass by Avery Edwards.
And that's going to be key for both teams, trying to cut down on those turnovers. They're both kind of giving each other fits with their different defenses that they're running. But
yeah, both teams in double figures with turnovers. That's the 10th for Woodward. Kingfisher has 12. Open 3 left wing. And Maya Dewberry is no good. And the rebound taken off the bounce underneath by Pfeiffer. Right-handed dribble into the half court, head up. But she looks for teammates. Now to the left side, there's Avery Edwards. Left corner, Pfeiffer has it again. Tried to step around the defender. Nice job cutting her off by Dewberry that time. A minute into the third quarter. Neither team has scored yet to start the second half. Into the backcourt, chased down. Edwards comes up with it. Now she's in trouble. Baseball pass. Luckily, it ends up underneath, wide open. That basket by Ibarra, who gets the start. And that was all luck right there, and they called the foul as well. She just baseballed that pass underneath to the baseline, and then Ibarra's open underneath.
That luck counts too.
Exactly right. Third foul on Emily Myers. So the free throw coming for Michelle Ibarra. First trip to the line, rattles it in. Her first points. 29-25 the score. Another Kingfisher turnover. I've got him for 13 now. So Woodward trailing by 7 going into the quarter. Looks to get it back to 1 possession here. And they won't. Bad pass turned over.
And Kingfisher gives it right back. You're going to run out of ink with that pin, Tom.
Exactly right. Back the other way. Pfeiffer with the finish. She's got 17. We've got a timeout. 6:09 to play in the third quarter. Woodward making a run. They've got it back to 2. 29-27. You're watching the Wheat Capital on Squirtle.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Tom Nelson, Michael Swisher, and the Squirtle crew. Producer-engineer Caden LaFortune, and Tyler Kerr on camera today. Woodward has scored the first 5 points of the third quarter. What was a 7-point deficit is now a 2-point ball game, 29-27. I don't think Kingfisher have they even got a shot off here in the third quarter? Maybe one.
I don't recall it. Did take a three. Dewberry shot a three
You're
from
right.
this side.
That's the one missed shot in the second half. Found the floor. And that will be the third on Riley Moore. She scored 9 points yesterday, yet to score here in this one. Now she's picking up that third foul on the inbound. Tipped out of bounds. Piper the last to touch. Right side, Dewberry has it. They work it into the post, trying to find Caden Doherty. Ball tipped out of bounds. Will stay with Kingfisher. Into the ball game for the Lady Boomers is Briley Douglas Fisher getting back in there. The baseline right throw in for Kingfisher. Into traffic and a foul. And this one will go on Avery Edwards. That's her third.
So I had to look it up, Tom. You stumped me, and I was upset. 22 was her season high. She scored 21 in each of the semifinals and finals of that Cleveland tournament. So 22 was Addie Matthews' season high.
That's what she had last night in their first round win over Sunrise. She's got 20 in this one, all in the first half, and now a steal. Kingfisher still has not scored almost 3 minutes into the third quarter. Skip the pass right side, almost intercepted. They'll keep the possession, though, as the ball was tracked down by Matthews. Matthews has it right side of the baseline. Little touch pass, and to the basket. The layup crawls off, no good by Doherty. Offensive rebound, she'll draw the contact and go to the line.
Doherty hit that short corner. She was calling for the ball. Missed that first one. Good to see her show her aggressiveness. If you're a Kingfisher fan, see her go up and get that offensive board.
Michelle Ibarra picks up the foul. It's her first. And the free throw good. So Kingfisher finally scores. Took him over 3 minutes, makes it 30-27. Doherty's first point. She had 10 last night. And 1 for 2. So back to a 3-point lead. Pfeiffer around the defender. Nice move. She draws the contact. Good job drawing that contact and getting to the free throw line. That'll be the first foul on Caden Doherty, her first. So free throws are coming for Pfeiffer. She's now 3 for 3 at the line. She has 18 points and now 19. 1 point game, 30-29. Kingfisher has been outscored 7-1 to start the second half.
Continuing that game of runs that we saw all the way through that first half.
Yeah, Kingfisher a 9-0 run early in the first quarter. Then Woodward had a 14-3 run to get the lead back in the late first quarter, early second quarter. Then a 9-0 run by Kingfisher to close the first half. And now a 7-0 run. Actually, 7-1 run. Now a three-pointer on the right wing is knocked down. And that was knocked down by Briley Douglas Fisher. She's in double figures with 7. Actually, no, she's got 7 points, not quite in double figures. But Woodward does grab the lead back at 32-30. And that is our 4th lead change of the ball game. Open 3 left side. Addie Matthews misses this time, but the backside rebound by Myers. They'll reset. Matthews again for 3. There's her season high. 6 3-pointers for the junior.
And you wondered this year coming into the season, where's Kingfisher going to find the points? And Her shooting has definitely helped pick up that slack.
Kingfisher back on top by 1. 3 minutes and change remaining in the third quarter here at Paul J. Uthier Fieldhouse at Chisholm High School just north of Enid. The 54th annual Wheat Capital Basketball Tournament. Short corner jumper from 10, wide open, and Avery Edwards made him pay. She's got 4. Back-to-back-to-back lead changes. We're on the teeter-totter right now. Matthews picked up now right side. Myers, and the offensive foul.
Is that 4 on her?
It is. Emily Myers picks up her 4th. She'll hurriedly check out of the ball game to be replaced by Maya Dewberry. And I would imagine we might not see her till midway through the 4th quarter playing with 4 fouls. 2:42 to play in the third. Pfeiffer has it, backs out the dribble. Right side to Treese. Ooh, there's a turnover. She palmed it. 13 turnovers for Woodward, 4 of them here in the third quarter.
We're pretty even in that category too, right?
Yeah, but it's actually 13 for Woodward, 14 for Kingfisher. Of course, my numbers are purely unofficial.
Never known a radio guy to be wrong, Tom.
Oh, I've never known to be right when it comes to keeping a stat sheet while you're trying to talk.
Good hustle there by Dewberry. Couldn't quite track it down in time.
Ball goes out of bounds back to the Lady Boomers. I tell you, since Woodward got into this tournament 5-6 years ago, they've been a great addition. Biggest school in Northwest Oklahoma, and they're more than competitive. Of course, you expect them to be, and they are, both on girls and boys. Just added to this tournament, and now a timeout on the floor. 1:47 to play in the third quarter. Woodward back on top by 134-33. You're watching it on Scortle. Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Oklahoma Career Tech's been serving up skills to doers just like you for over 100 years.
But this ain't your great Grammys and Pop Tech school.
Oklahoma's favorite place to learn new skills keeps learning new tricks. Everyone knows the best way to learn is to do it yourself.
Sir, you okay?
Because you shouldn't have to wait to do what you love. Whatever you choose to do you.
Oklahoma Career Tech.
1:47 to play in the third quarter. Woodward leading Kingfisher 34-33, our first semifinal in the 2023 Wheat Capital Tournament. Just about said 2022. I'm not used to it yet. That'll happen a few times before we get into February. Pfeiffer, a little strong off the window. Fight for the rebound. Coming up with it underneath is Treese. And then a foul. Free throws are coming. Jocelyn Treese was fighting.
3 on Snyder, something you just didn't see there. Nobody putting a body on anybody. Everybody just kind of standing there, arms straight up. She just kept getting extra looks.
Treese without a field goal so far in this one. She's now 1 for 3 at the free throw line. And 1 for 2 at the stripe. She's got 2 points. 2-point lead for the Lady Boomers. Into the half court. Peyton Walker, right side. Matthews, her pass is stolen away. Open three left corner is buried by Bailey Douglas Fisher. She's in double figures now with 10. 6 here in the quarter. It's been all Woodward here in the third quarter. They lead 38-33. That is a 16-4 run since halftime. There's a big answer on the right wing.
Big shot there from Dewberry. It's like you said, outscored them by 12.
Her first field goal, she has 4 points. 38-36, final half minute. Go to the back door, wide open, and a little strong on the layup as Jocelyn Treese couldn't finish. She was so open, she banked it a little hard off the window. They will call the foul on Peyton Walker. That is her third. Team foul number 5. Pfeiffer holds out high. 3 in the lane? What do they call it?
No, that's an offensive
foul. Offensive foul, yeah.
Trying to get that position, extended that arm just enough and knocked Walker off balance.
That is the 4th on Douglas Fisher. So now Kingfisher down by a deuce could hold for 1 here to end the third quarter. Near side to Dewberry, plays catch out high with Walker back to Dewberry, skip pass right side. Matthews back out high to Walker. Walker 14-footer in the lane, good, we're tied. Peyton Walker has 5. That'll be the end of the third quarter. We are all tied up at 38 all. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Wheat Capital Tournament on Squirtle.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and the Smart Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today or visit gopioneer.com for more information.
Imagine a school creating opportunities for both high school and adult students to gain new skills and certifications. Now imagine a technology center with over 500 industry partners campus-wide, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma. Now imagine a community facility and resource that believes business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech. We are Autry Technology Center.
Addie Matthews has a season-high 23 for Kingfisher. Thessaly Pfeiffer has 19 to lead the way for Woodward. We go to the fourth quarter, tied at 38. What a game this has been. We talked about the game of runs in that third quarter. Woodward started off on a 10-1 run, extended it to a 16-4 run, but it's Kingfisher scoring the last 5 points of the third quarter to tie it up. We go to the final 8 minutes. The winner will play for a championship here at the Wheat Capital tomorrow night. 3 on the wing for the lead. It's up and in. Maya Dewberry, her second triple just in the last minute or so.
And make it an 8-0 run. She's the one that hit that initial 3 to get the 5-0 run started to end the quarter.
So the lead change makes it 41-38. Kingfisher back on top. Pfeiffer thought about stepping into a long 3 and passed off. To the basket, Treese had her shot blocked, gets it back, blocked again.
Snyder with the help defense, stepped in both times to get those blocks.
Into the half court comes Peyton Walker. Skip the pass left side, Matthews, the baseline underneath, finding Snyder, she'll score.
And that should open up with Matthews and Dewberry both hitting from the outside. You got to think Snyder will pay dividends for her underneath.
The 10-0 run. And I believe, who was that? Was that Pfeiffer right there?
I think it was.
I think it was. She's got 21 now. Looking down at my stat sheet, 43-40. Into that 10-0 run, and now a tie-up, and the arrow will keep it on this end with Woodward, or with the Kingfisher, excuse me.
Glad I'm not the only one that happens to. Looking down at my roster, too, there while trying to talk. Not a good combination, but I am all the time getting stuck looking at my stat sheet.
Well, I really hope nothing happens quick after a basket because I've got to note, I got to make the note and write down every basket and my line score. So if something happens quick, I'm like, okay, I make it up. I've done that a few times in my broadcasting career, too. Out high right, the dribble. Edwards has it, now passes right wing to Moore, back out high. Finding Ibarra in the high post. 17-foot jumper, a little strong by Jocelyn Treese. Treese, no field goals tonight, just a couple of free throws for her 2 points.
Had a couple of good looks underneath, couldn't connect, and missed that one by quite a bit.
2 minutes into the fourth quarter, 43-40, Kingfisher. Open three, top of the key. Matthews rattling out. Tough shooting luck right there, which is first time she's had that tonight. There's a three on the left wing. Off the rim, no good. That one misses from Dewberry, and the ball out of bounds goes back to Woodward. You don't have to go anywhere. You want to watch some great high school basketball? We've got 4 great ball games coming your way. This is number 1 of 4. On the Squirtle Network, and back with you tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night for the third place games and championship games here. The 54th annual Wheat Capital Tournament.
Yeah, the great thing about these fantastic semifinal matchups is you focus on the title games tomorrow. As Woodward almost turned that one over.
Air ball strong by Jocelyn Treese. She struggled from the field.
But it also makes for some great potential third place game matchups, which often get overlooked in those final days of the tournament.
There have been some really good games today. We'll recap that scoring if you stay with us from earlier games. Recap those finals. To the baseline, Matthews cut off. Kingfisher by 3. We've had 6 lead changes in this one. Free throw line. Myers now baseline left, finding Reagan Snyder. And back out high left and around the perimeter to the right wing. Dewberry has it. Near side to Walker. Dewberry open 3 on the right side, short. Pretty good job of closing out by Edwards on that. She got a hand in her face late.
Dewberry hit 2 in a row, now missed 2 in a row, but thought they may be a little bit more selective there on that end of the floor.
Piper's bounce pass, she almost threw it away, but Woodward keeps it. Ball pinballing around underneath. A nice move and a nice block right there. Reagan Snyder, another one. She's getting it done on the defensive end here in the second half. Open 3, left side, Matthews. Off the heel. Offensive rebound, though, and right to the basket goes Reagan Snyder. She'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. She's been all over the floor here in the fourth quarter. And that is the 4th foul on Riley Moore.
They've cranked up the fans here at Chisholm.
Are those the Big A fans?
They are the Big A fans.
Called. Yep. Great name for a fan company. First free throw, no good. Those things are BA enough to blow my papers all over the place.
Yeah, they're causing people to look around to see what's going on in here.
What the heck? Second free throw, 1 for 2 at the line. Reagan Snyder has 3 points. 2-possession lead for Kingfisher, 44-40. Dustley Pfeiffer hasn't done a whole lot here in the second half. She has 1 field goal, and as I say that, there you go.
She was listening.
Yep, she's got 23 now. I say that, she has 8 points so far in the second half. That's not that bad, and now a turnover. It's a bad pass. I don't know if you saw that, but that was
Dewberry knew it as soon as she let go of it,
she
too.
was like looking away and rubbing her hair.
Yep.
It's like, oh, geez. Sixteenth turnover for the Lady Jackets, and now a timeout. We'll take a break. 3:10 to play in the ball game. Kingfisher 44, Woodward 42. You're watching the first girls semifinal on Squirtle. Fairview Jackets take state. Northwest Technology Center supports your quest for a state championship. We are proud to serve your education and training needs. Please contact us at 580-227-3708 in Fairview or 580-327-0344 in Alva. Northwest Technology Center is preparing students for success in education, careers, and life.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
Now we will see what these teams have down the stretch in a tight ball game. Really, neither one of them have played in a really tight game. I guess the tightest win for Kingfisher is that win at Tuttle back at 34-26. But other than that, both these teams have been very, very impressive in handling the opposition. But they're in a tight one here at Chisholm High School. 3:07 to play, 44-42 Kingfisher, but Woodward the basketball coming out of the timeout. Pfeiffer on the right wing. In the lane, she finds a cutting Briley Douglas Fisher, and Fisher draws the contact and will go to the free throw line. A couple of made free throws were all tied up again.
And almost unfortunate there for Snyder. She was just trying to fight through the lane to go follow her man that she was guarding, and White just runs right into her.
She picked up her fourth foul. First free throw misses.
For Douglas Fisher, I'm sorry.
Second free throw coming, under 3 to play in the ball game. Missed them both, and then a foul going over the back on the rebound will go against Treese. That's her first personal foul. That is team foul number 5. So Kingfisher has it back, leading by 2.
Now they've bumped it up to 6. I was going to say we should be. Yeah, we're going to be. Bonus time here rest of the way.
Yep, both teams. Near side, Myers has it. Bounce pass out high to Walker. Near side to Myers. Kingfisher with the 2-point lead, wants to shorten this game up as much as possible. Ball tapped out high, chased down. And saved. Let me over and back. It was. Good defense by Woodward to create the turnover. Kingfisher's 17th turnover. So Woodward down by 2 has the ball back with 2:15 to play. Edwards the runner. Nope, she traveled. Yeah, this has not been a work of art.
Your page is there. It's a beautiful page you're working on. It's about full.
I had to go out and buy new flare pens this week, so I have my colors. Skip pass right side. And back out high right on the wing to Addie Matthews.
Let's see if Woodward goes into a man here or.
Around Pfeiffer and back out high to the left wing. Peyton Walker has it. And back over to the high right, finding Addie Matthews. Who do you foul if you're Woodward? Now you're going to foul Matthews and send her to the line for 1-and-1. Nope, timeout. No foul, it's a timeout. 1:19 to play. Kingfisher by a deuce. We'll take another break. You're watching the Wheat Capital Tournament on the Game of the Week on Squirtle.
When your business is agriculture, You want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
Electricity, that's what we've been about since 1936. Since then, Cimarron's mission of bringing electricity to its members has been nothing short of successful. But over the years, it's become more than that. It's about powering our neighbors' heating in the winter, keeping the lights on at the ball field, and keeping your phones charged to capture those special moments. We are proud to be part of your community. Thank you for being part of Cimarron for all of these years.
.119 to play in the ball game. Kingfisher trying to hang on, leading Woodward 44-42 in this first girls semifinal. Kingfisher with the basketball. Throwing it on the far side in front of the score table, as you see, and into the backcourt. Peyton Walker with the dribble, picked up by Pfeiffer. Walker brings it into the half court, and Pfeiffer tipped the ball out of bounds. It will stay with Kingfisher. Boy, you guys have a big ball game coming up on the 17th, hosting #1 in Class 4A Bethany on the girls' side.
Yeah, another team Kingfisher beat en route to the state tournament last year, beat them on the second day of area. It was Walker who got the dramatic last-second shot to beat them. Beefed up the roster in the offseason. Added the Van sisters to the team, and
Trap on the far sideline, getting out of it with the dribble now is Walker, and she'll be fouled. So now the 1-and-1 is coming, and that'll be on Edwards. That's her fourth. So Peyton Walker to the free throw line. Her first trip to the line, she has 5 points. This is one in the bonus. And missed the front end, and the offensive rebound. They're going to say a lane violation. Give it to her again. Which actually Reagan Snyder had grabbed that rebound for Kingfisher. So the front end again. And that time she makes it.
What's that? Should get the bonus now.
This next one could make it a 2-possession lead. 3-point game right now with 51 ticks to play. Got it. Walker has 7. 46-42. Pfeiffer top of the key. Left side now finding Treese. Back to Pfeiffer. Stepped around the defender. No good. And the rebound cleared out of there. Taken by Doherty. 32 seconds to play, and now more free throws coming. Peyton Walker back to the line. She just went 2 for 2.
And that was a heads-up play by Matthews down there. She didn't have position. Didn't go up try to grab the rebound. She just poked it away to Doherty. Got the possession to Kingfisher.
Pfeiffer picks up her first foul. And the front end up and in. So Peyton Walker now 3 for 3 at the stripe here in the last few seconds. And before we see her second free throw, we'll have a timeout. 31 seconds to play. Kingfisher now leads 47-42. You're watching the Wheat Capital Tournament on the Game of the Week on Skortel.
When you're in the market for a new truck, what typically goes through your mind? Hi, it's John Johnson at Johnson's of Kingfisher. Is it make, the model, and from where? The Ram 1500s and 2500s are outstanding trucks, so it might just be the dealership you choose. At Johnson's of Kingfisher, our auto family has been providing Oklahoma families with quality trucks and great customer service for more than 90 years. Not many dealerships can say that. Come meet our family and take advantage of the great pricing on new Ram 1500s and 2500s during the Ram Power Days at Johnson's of Kingfisher.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
We were tied going into the fourth quarter. Kingfisher grabbed the lead, and they've not given it up here in the fourth. They lead 47-42 with a second free throw coming after the timeout. Peyton Walker looks to make 4 straight here, and she does.
Was just 4 of 7 on the season coming in. Hadn't made a lot of trips to the line.
48-42, a 2 full possession lead now. Three-pointer. Pfeiffer no good. Ball out of bounds. Stays on that end with Woodward. Mark Martin makes a call that the Kingfisher fans didn't like much.
Nor did Emily Myers there.
22 seconds to play. Need a quick 3. There you go. Pfeiffer, banker, a little strong. Rebound chased down in the near corner by Reagan Snyder, and she is fouled.
I think Kingfisher knew who they wanted to get the ball to. Pfeiffer got the ball. She had 3 blue jerseys surrounding her.
So Snyder to the line. That is team foul number 9. So a 1-and-1 coming for Reagan, the sophomore. Is 1 for 2 at the line tonight. Has 3 points. She's been bigger on the defensive end than the offensive end. 15 seconds to play. It looks like Kingfisher is going to get back to that championship game, win their 9th game of the season. Be 9-1. You know it feels good to beat Woodward as well.
As good a tradition as there is out there, and like you said, largest school up in this part of the state.
2 for 2 for Snyder. 50-42, final 10 seconds. Pfeiffer for 3, got it. She's got 26. Won't be enough though. 50-45 will be your final. The Kingfisher Lady Jackets are now 9-1 on the season. Woodward falls to 6-3. And the Jackets are on to the championship game as they will take on the winner of Jones and Alva. That game to be played a little after 6 o'clock tonight. As for the Woodward Lady Boomers, they play in the 3rd place game tomorrow at 3:20. Quick break in our post-game show coming up. We'll set the scene after that for the first boys semifinal as Alva will take on John Marshall. You're watching it on Squirtle's Game of the Week.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Is your spouse's snoring becoming an issue? Have you been told that you need a sleep study but refuse to go into a sleep lab? Then Next Gen Sleep is here to help with our innovative solution for the evaluation, testing, and treatment of sleep apnea. Next Gen is proud to offer this FDA-approved, convenient, and affordable solution that can be done all from the comfort of your own home. Call today to get started. 405-308-3324 or email us at information@nextgensleep.com.
Tom Nelson and Michael Swisher back with you at Paul J. Uthier Fieldhouse. Our first semifinal game is in the books on the girls' side. The Kingfisher Lady Jackets on top of the Woodward Lady Boomers 50-45, and Swish you get a chance to see this Kingfisher team pretty much every game they play. Very impressive down the stretch. Did what they needed to do. They cut down the turnovers in the fourth quarter and hit their free throws down the stretch.
Yeah, Coach Young won't be happy with the turnovers. That's something they'll definitely have to get figured out before tomorrow if they want to take home a championship from here. But, yeah, you're right. I think maybe the biggest shot of the game came about a minute to go in the third quarter. They're down 5. Maya Dewberry hits that three. It started what turned into an 8-0 run by Kingfisher. 5-0 run to end the quarter, and then she hit another three to start the fourth quarter for an 8-0 run total there. So some big shots there to kind of take the pressure off of Addie Matthews. You know, she had the red-hot first half, but together and then hitting the late free throws there from Walker and even Snyder, the Lady Jack is able to offset a tremendous game by Thessaly Pfeiffer.
Scoring in the ball game, Thessaly Pfeiffer leads the way for Woodward with 26 points. Bailey Douglas Fisher in double figures with 10. Avery Edwards had 4. Jocelyn Treese and Michelle Ibarra with 2 points apiece. For Kingfisher, they were led by Addie Matthews, 23 total. She had 20 in the first half. Nobody else in double figures. Peyton Walker had 9. Maya Dewberry was 7. Reagan Snyder with 5. Emily Myers at 5. And Caden Doherty with 1 point in the ball game. 50-45 your final. Kingfisher moves on to the finals tomorrow night. Boys semifinal action coming up. John Marshall and Alva, you'll be watching it on Scortal. Stick around, it's coming up in a few minutes. It's the game of the week on Scortal.